everyone, I'm Eni, welcome to Huntress. This video is all about what I pack in my first aid kit when I head out for a hunt. Thanks to Erin for requesting the video, and let's see what I've got in this little bag. So when you're heading out into the outdoors, it's obviously good to come prepared for some of the more likely things to go wrong. With more likely, I mean things like, getting a blister, spraining an ankle from tripping over, getting punctured by a branch, or even cutting yourself with your knife, hypothermia or heat exhaustion from exposure, or maybe even an allergic reaction to stings or a hay fever. The more severe emergencies such as gunshot wounds, severe fractures or deep lacerations are hopefully less likely to occur, but there's still worst case scenarios that would be good to think through at some stage. I would advise you to do a first aid course if you ever get the opportunity. Some people can do that through their workplace. There are usually local courses on offer that you could have a look into, or just do some reading online to familiarize yourself with some of the most common injuries that might happen in the outdoors, to get you thinking about how you might help a person in that situation, or yourself if you're out alone. So keeping that in mind, let's have a look at what I'm carrying in my first aid kit at the moment. So this is the little bag that I carry at the moment. It has belt loops so I can have it on my belt with me at all times and don't need to rummage around my day pack for anything that I might need in an emergency. So let's have a look at what this contains at the moment. My head torch, if it's not in my day pack, it lives in this little first aid kit, and some spare batteries. Then if you have prescription medication, think about what you might need to pack from that, but I usually just carry panadol and an antihistamine. And the rest of my stuff is in a little Ziploc bag to keep it dry. Usually have a spare lighter in here, just a way to make fire. And then I have surgical gloves in case you're handling somebody else who's gotten injured, who has bleeding. These are good. I have an emergency blanket, a space blanket, life-saving little piece of first aid kit. Packs down really small, so it's no hassle to carry it with you. If somebody has an accident, you get caught out overnight, this is wind and waterproof and will keep you warm and safe. I've got an emergency poncho, which I bought years ago for tramping. Depending on how many layers you're already wearing while you're heading out or having your day pack, this might not be essential. If you're going out without a waterproof layer, it might come in handy. Then I've got a couple of different plaster types. I've got blister plasters because I sometimes get blisters on my heels, a couple of regular plasters for tiny cuts, a couple of larger adhesive plasters for larger wounds. And then I've got steri-strips. These are those kind of really strong little plaster strips that can hold together skin to hold a cut together. So these are quite handy. So those are all the plasters that I've got. And then I've got some gauze pads to place over larger wounds. And two types of bandages to either hold on the gauze or to strap up spraying the ankles or anything like that. So I've got a smaller version and a larger version, and just two clips to hold together the larger bandage there. So that's all I'm carrying right now. The one thing I would like to add to it is some antiseptic wipes if you need to clean a wound before putting some plasters on if you're out for a while. And I hope that was useful. I'd love to hear from other people what they're packing in their first aid kits to see if any of this is obsolete, if you've ever found anything to be a lifesaver in an emergency that's not in this that you would really recommend people to pack. Love to hear from you. Do share your feedback down below in the comments, and thank you so much for watching.